everyone, what's going on? It's Sensei Pink. I'm in the same shirt for the third week, and I'm coming to you guys for my review on Lore Olympus episode 108. Again guys, same shirt, same everything as last week and the week before, because I just beat a new record and literally just wrote a whole another review after reviewing the other one. So here we are, let's jump into it. But first, go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, which will be in the description box, and hit that subscribe and notification button to see more weekly videos. In this episode, we kick it off with Persephone feeling a complete wave of guilt over the breakup between Mint and Hades. As Percy is standing there shook, Hades approaches her and asks what's wrong, and our girl just wastes no time whatsoever in asking him if it's true that him and Mint broke up. Reluctantly, Hades confirms that he and Mint did indeed break up, leaving Percy to ask if it's her fault, to which he tells her that it's totally not. Hades, why are you lying? Although Percy would like to question him further regarding the breakup, she sees that Hades is quite uncomfortable and proceeds to ask him for the paperwork that he came back with for her to fill out. As Percy is filling out the form, Hades notices or feels Percy's eyes on him and begins to ask her what's wrong, prompting her to ask him if he's okay. To answer this question, Hades tells her that he is okay and that, stuff happens, but he prefers himself to just keep busy, which she understands. Shortly after, our lovely, I'll say, kitty branch manager approaches Percy to come take her paperwork and have her ID, but our girl Percy doesn't have one. Since Percy doesn't have an ID and an ID is required to open an account, Hades is then asked to step up and be a guarantor on her account. As Percy and Hades are having a little chit chat as he fills out the paperwork to be a guarantor, the branch manager once again throws herself in hot water when she asks how long the two of them have been dating. Moving along and switching characters, we are then brought to Apollo being a little thirsty thought on Instagram when Hermes arrives and throws a little salt on him by telling him that the balloons he gave Percy she absolutely loved. Apollo then tells Hermes that him and Percy are just in a fight right now and that eventually she'll come around, but Hermes is just like nah, she just doesn't like your face. As their convo comes to an end, the two of them then hear knocking on their door, and it's a surprise, and it turns out to be Thanatos, aka, according to Apollo, the poor man's version of Hermes. Coming to the door and excited to see that Thanatos finally took him up on his offer to hang out, Hermes and Thanatos begin to play some video games. As the two of them are playing a video game, Thanatos finally works up the courage to ask Hermes, what does he think of Percy? How well does he know her? And, what does he think of her name change? How did that happen? Although Hermes, stays his positive self through the first few questions, he gradually becomes very stoic and nervous when Thanatos mentions that Percy's name change hasn't been documented and that before she moved to Olympus, there was a large intake of souls from the mortal realm that were unaccounted for. We then, y'all, get our boy Hermes bossing the fuck up and tells Thanatos to not go fucking with things that shouldn't be fucked with, and goes back to being his happy self on some Joker shit. Like, okay, damn Hermes, you ain't have to boss up on us like that, but okay. Moving along, Thanatos leaves and is approached by Apollo, who offers him a ride and how to get some dirt on Percy. Although Thanatos questions Apollo on why would he even help him, we then end off this episode with Apollo telling Thanatos that he isn't the only one that would benefit from bringing Percy down a notch. Woo. Jesus, I don't even know where to start with this one. First of all, I fucking knew it. I knew that it was just legit only a matter of time before Apollo joins the Anti-Percy club and, all four of those salty motherfuckers start working together to bring down Percy. Second, I did not expect Hermes to boss up the way he did. Seriously. I thought that we were supposed to be scared of red-eyed Percy, but I think we need to be scared of Hermes on his Joker shit, because I swear y'all, it's just something about the overly happy / cute ones that just have an extremely dark side. And I ain't gonna lie, after this episode, I can't wait to see more of Hermes's like dark side. You don't want to see Percy's, but I definitely want to see, let's say, both of their dark sides. Next, and piggybacking off of my last comment of Hermes, I just have to say again, you know, how much I think that Hermes has like a little crush on Percy, especially, you know, in this episode when he throws all that salt on Apollo and mentions how happy Percy was with the balloons that he got her. And lastly, y'all, I just hope that that branch manager Kitty didn't get fired. Alright guys, now that my opinions have been wrapped up and thrown at you, let's jump into some predictions for episode 109. For my first prediction, I feel like, you know, since Apollo told Thanatos that, you know, he should go ask Helios, since Helios has, you know, seen the thing or two, you know, since he's been around for so long. When he does go and ask Helios, you know, for some dirt on Percy, I feel like he's not going to say anything unless he's like either bribed or he's forced to, or he's just not going to know much about it. As for, you know, Helios being bribed or, you know, just downright being forced to say what he knows, I think that this may be where, you know, Nyx being Thanatos's, you know, mom will come in. I really feel like, you know, this would just be the perfect time to, you know, introduce, you know, her as his mother, and, you know, through that he's going to maybe just like ask her to do him this solid or something like that. For my second and last prediction today, considering that Hermes probably knows now that, you know, Thanatos just might not be up to any good, I feel like he's secretly going to contact Demeter. Again, we all know that, you know, Demeter basically like threatened Hermes, you know, a few chapters ago into keeping Percy's secret. And we know, I'm gonna say that we know that, you know, Hermes does have a little crush on Percy. So I feel like in this, you know, this opportunity would just be golden for him. Like by contacting, you know, Demeter and letting her know, you know, what's going on so that she can intervene and protect, you know, Percy's reputation. You know, number one, he'd be able to sort of save himself from, let's say, Demeter's wrath. Number two, he'll be able to, you know, protect our little cinnamon roll, you know, since he likes her and all. And number three, maybe he'll be able to get permission from Demeter to maybe even court Percy, or just prove that he's a worthy suitor for her. Well guys, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. And what do you guys think will be the next move that Hermes will make, maybe in the next episode or the episode after that? And do you guys think that Nyx will eventually be bought into this? While you're in those comments, guys, don't forget to go to that description box and go follow me on both Instagram and Twitter, and smash that like button if you enjoyed watching. And finally guys, make sure that you hit that subscribe and notification button to see more of me, Sensei Pei.